What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today I want to make a video about Shuri, and as you know, she recently got buffed, and the buff is actually now live in the main server with the latest update. So I want to make a video about a 7-star Shuri. Let's just say you pulled a 7-star Shuri from your first few 7-star crystals. So in this video we're going to cover what she can do, because you know she has tons of utility, and now you can actually use her in smaller fights as well. But here we're starting off with some larger healthful fights. This is the Labyrinth of Legends Old Man Logan. He's got 1.5 million health. And we have our Shuri duped because we are in the CCP. But it's actually, like, it doesn't matter. Like, maybe I'm not even using the Awaken ability in this video. Like, it's not really doing much for Shuri, which is actually good. Like, it's decent, it works, you can make it work. But she doesn't need it at all for her damage. So right here we already have 28 shocks in total. We get hit a little bit, but we have the untouchable here. We counter the untouchable. Now we got 30 passive shocks, and now we're going to take those 30 passive shocks and add them into the regular shocks. So we have 30 and 33. We're almost fully built up, and this is like less than a minute already. So I'm so happy they kept like the refresh from the special 1 instead, like only from special 2. That changes Shuri so much. And I don't know if you noticed here, but this is Shuri with suicides, and this is actually going to be the only fight I'm using her with suicides. I just wanted to include like one fight with suicides so you can see the damage that she has as a 7-star rank 1. The rest of the clips are going to be without suicides, because I don't think too many people care about suicides too much, and Shuri is not the most suicide friendly champ. You know, with the buff, she kind of is, because you don't even need to pop too many special attacks. But that's it. We are actually fully built up now, and he's taking for 8693 per tick, which means 15,000 per second, 15,000 damage per second and more. And this guy just drops so fast. The only thing you need to do is just keep on refreshing them with your heavies or special attacks. And you can either throw special 1s to get like the precisions, so you can do the guaranteed crits, or you build up to the special 3 to deal that bonus damage based on your shocks. So how fast was that? That was 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So in almost like, you know, the timeout in BGs, we almost took out 1.5 million health with Shuri. So, dude, you can definitely expect decent scores from Shuri. Like, I'm gonna show you more fights, but this is basically the Old Man Logan again, but this time is without suicide. Let me actually skip the build up. So right here we're gonna get those 50 and 50 shocks, and this time he's sticking for a lot less, obviously, but that's still decent damage. You know, he's sticking for, I can't even see, 4488. So it's close to like 9,000 per second. It's not bad. And here I believe we're gonna go for a special 3 so I can showcase that extra damage from the shocks you have. Yeah, there we go. So let's see how much damage it does. So this did 144,000 extra damage. That's definitely not too bad. And right now, actually, he's taking for 6,000 with the shocks. The numbers are adding up. It's, you know, it's so many numbers, so it's kind of trippy. But yeah, you can see he's gonna die like about the same time. Like, obviously not as fast, but our health is definitely higher than suicides. You know, you can either sacrifice some health to go faster, or you just go a little bit slower and you have more health. That's why I think Shuri is going to work in BGs. So let's see. That took us even less than 3 minutes. That's like pretty decent. I think, was it 2 minutes and 17 or 20 seconds with suicides? Like, it's not the biggest deal if you don't have them. But here, this is a Masochism path. This guy has left 380,000 health. Now I'm going to show you a bunch of nodes that Shuri can actually work really well. So this is like a Masochism, because, you know, we see this node very often in BGs. So let's see how she actually works. You know, she has so many debuffs. So some of those shocks are gonna get eaten, but the healing is gonna be 0 because we have so many debuffs, like we said. And with Despair, if you have 7, healing is gone. And we already have 7. And we're always gonna have 7. And I don't know if you noticed, but especially the Old Man Logan fight, and here actually, I end my combos with light attack because I don't want to get too much power, because as you can see I'm almost to the special 1 here, and before I threw my first special 1, I don't want to get to the special 2 because the 7 stars have so much combat power rate. My first few combos actually are light enders because yeah, I don't want to get to that first special 2. I want to do 4 full combos and then throw my special 1 instead of the 2, because that's what makes the rotation a lot faster. So I forgot about Masochism there, obviously. There we go, we got 34 shocks and 18 passive ones. Let's go. Trigger Masochism, but it's like nothing happened. If he like consumed 1 shock, doesn't matter at all. Now that I think I'm gonna go for a heavy attack after his special 2. There we go, untouchable. 48 and 10. And at this point, I just need 1 more special 2 to turn those regular shocks into 50. So this should be 50 and 48. There we go. And now we're just almost built up. Doesn't matter. We don't need 2 more passive shocks. Now he's just gonna take down. This is a 370k health. And remember, this is without suicides. And he's dead. So how fast was that? 1 minute and 47 seconds. That's not too bad, man. This is like taking like, I don't know, a 7-star rank 3 Sasquatch one day, maybe. With Shuri. And we didn't even have class advantage. So this is the same fight here. The same nodes. Let's see how fast we take down this Vision, because you know he's less tanky than Luke Cage, obviously. Luke Cage has that indestructible as well. And here I'm utilizing some of those guaranteed crits from the precisions. As I'm building up to the special 2. Actually here I didn't time the shocks, didn't manage that well. Because you know, Masochism ate those extra shocks I was gonna get. You know, I was gonna get like another 14, so he ate all of them. So I didn't time it that well. But you can see the guaranteed crits actually deal some pretty decent damage. And this guy's gonna drop after the L1 in about 2 minutes, I would say. Let's see. 1 minute and 22 seconds for 370k health. Okay, that's crazy. So this guy has 195k. And this is Selective Timestream, Pull, and Flux Special. Those are 3 very annoying nodes, for sure. And I think, you know, Shuri doesn't deal contact attacks, so she counters Pull. Like, just like that. And in Selective Timestream, you're always gonna have a shock. Always. It's like, if you parry and do 5-hit combos, you're always gonna have shock. There is a way you don't have, like, normal shocks, and you only have passive shocks. And I might be doing it in this fight. But you're just gonna see, she counters the node so well. So we're gonna go for a 5-hit combo into a light ending combo. And there we go. 20 shocks. Now I'm gonna go for a heavy. There it is. 18. Okay, now I think I'm gonna do 3 more hits into the L1 if I can. That's what I like doing. Yeah, there we go. So I get double precisions. Just barely though. See that 7-star combo power rate? It's actually messing up Shuri's rotations, in my opinion. But it's not a big deal. There we have 20 passives. Now I don't have any normal shocks, but now you have. There's only like 2-3 seconds where you don't have the passive shocks. But look how fast that fight went with Selective Timestream and Pull. A minute. That was pretty crazy. I'm gonna show you this. It's exactly the same nodes. I don't think I had like a faster fight with Shuri. This fight goes so smoothly. It's very good. And then I'm gonna show you a domino in this node set. So here I'm gonna do actually 4-hit combos, because you know it's only light attacks, and if I do 5 of them I can get 20 shocks. And I definitely have a lot less power than I want to, which is good, because here this went smoothly. He just ran into my parries, got 20 shocks, 20 flux, this special he's got, so I want to bait that special too. And I'm gonna just trigger phase, because it doesn't matter. He's gonna run at me with a heavy, boom. There we go. 18 and 2. So at this point, I want to build up to my special 1 if I can. When he has 10 shocks, there we go. Now I'm gonna counter with the heavy. Just after the reset from the node so that he doesn't regen, because as you can see I didn't have any shocks there. And he's just gone. He got destroyed. That was like the fastest fight. 53 seconds. 53 seconds with this node set. And check this domino, 259,000 health. You can actually see that domino. I think like even maybe a rank 5 domino has that much health. Maybe a rank 5 domino. And let me remind you, Selective Timestream, Flux Dispersal, which is definitely lowering my damage quite a bit from those basic attacks. And also the pull. And those are nodes that we actually could see. Like, honestly, Selective Timestream would be very interesting, I think. Like, you will need to have Incinerate and Shock, so might be too much. Definitely not. We don't want it like Victory Check, but I think it would be pretty interesting, to be honest. Maybe if they add like Selective Timestream and then a node where we can apply Shocks or Incinerates, that could be interesting. But yeah, I think I like that. Pop this one with 10 shocks. Do exact the same rotation. Because in those types of fights, I want to do that. There we go. 28 passive shocks. Now I want to run at her and just do some combos so I can get some of those normal shocks if I can. I have to parry first though. There we go. And she's down like, I'm gonna guess like a minute. A minute, yeah. Not bad. And this is, what is this? Buffet. So she completely, I'm gonna show you one fight here. You know, he doesn't have too much health, but I just want to show you that she completely deletes the buffet node. If there is not, like, if the champion doesn't give you a buff, Shuri is never gonna get a buff because she is immune to dex, and her armor ups there are actually passives. They don't trigger buffet, so she just ignores the node. It's like it doesn't exist. There's only Aspect of Evolution here, and you know this shield node. So Shuri just counters buffet. Doesn't matter. She counters Power Snack as well, which, by the way, I think we have it in the Gladiator circuit, week 3 right now. So she just counters it. Exactly same as Quicksilver. Quicksilver is immune to dex. Same as Shuri. She doesn't care about Domino's ability accuracy reduction. She's not going to get crit fail. I think she was getting it though when I parried her special attacks. It's definitely a bug because she's immune to ability accuracy from mutants. So hope that gets fixed. And then also, what else? She counters, you know, she doesn't have the dex, and yeah, exactly. So she doesn't do contact attacks. So she can actually counter Korg or Electro. I don't think I would use her though because they are both shock immune. So she wouldn't really be able to kill them. But I mean, this could be useful. Her not being, or not having contact attacks. And then lastly, we have this fun node called E.M.P Modification, which actually applies shocks to you. But Shuri counters it actually in both ways, because let's say someone applies a buff to you, you're gonna get the E.M.P on you, but she is fully shock immune. She doesn't care. And if the opponent doesn't give you a buff, you're just buff immune. So, or not buff immune, you're immune to dex, but there's no other buff in your kit. So you just counter E.M.P even if they give you buffs, even if you're fighting like a Sigil, Scarlet Witch or something. So yeah, man, I'm really happy. Like, I would be really happy if I get a 7-star Shuri. I know I would definitely have her in my deck like probably every single time, because she's a dual threat. She's a good defender. You can't even parry her. She definitely stalls. She is a tank. She has that untouchable, which can definitely catch you off guard. And yeah, like I said, she's immune to like Domino stuff, exactly like Nimrod and Omega Sentinel. She doesn't have Dex, which is awesome for so many Mystics, man. Like, if you don't have a buff on your kit and you don't trigger Dex, it's like you counter MD. It's like nothing's gonna happen. Like, the only thing that's gonna change is like you don't counter like Ebony Maw's Fury from his SP1. But honestly, that doesn't even matter. So I really want to get a 7-star Shuri. And here, like I said, you don't even need the Awaken ability. I don't even think we used it in this video. Like, it's cool to have, But it's almost like nothing. That's why Shuri is one of the best 7 stars you can get from, I don't know, your first 3 or something. I would say it's like Bishop or like Sunspot, Shuri. Shuri is definitely top 5. So I really want to get her. So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Congrats if you have a 7-star Shuri. She is a beast, and hopefully you saw that in today's video. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.